Cal Raleigh deserves this year's AL MVP award. Here's why. Let's get the obvious reason out of the way first. Cal didn't just break the single-season catcher home run record, he crushed the previous record set by Salvador Perez by 12 home runs. He became the first catcher to hit both 50 home runs and 60 home runs on a season. He also broke Mickey Mantle's home run record for a switch hitter, all in this one season. Based on the positional adjustment by Fangraphs, which hopes to quantify the difference in difficulty between different defensive positions, catcher ranks at the very top at plus 12.5 points. Meanwhile, right field, the position that Aaron Judge plays, is only above the DH, who quite literally doesn't play defense at all, at negative 7.5 points. A catcher is inherently meant to focus more on the defensive side of the game. A catcher typically will have to split his warm-up time between hitting and warming up with the pitchers, if not spending more time with the pitchers. The catcher is essentially tasked with directing the entire defensive flow of the baseball game. Not only are they expected to direct the pitcher which pitches to throw, frame balls to squeeze in more strike calls, and defend home, but they also on average experience the most physical wear and tear of any defensive position. Compare that to a right fielder, who may only be expected to play 1 or 2 balls in an inning. Especially because the majority of MLB hitters are righties, meaning most MLB hits tend to favor the left fielder. And on top of all that, most right fielders experience significantly less physical wear and tear. Now that you understand that, it really puts it into perspective that Cal Raleigh has hit 7 more home runs and 10 more RBIs than Aaron Judge this season. You also have to consider the fact that Aaron Judge plays half of his games in one of the most hitter-friendly parks in the entirety of the MLB. Meanwhile, Cal plays half of his games at what is usually considered the least hitter-friendly ballpark. Now, I have to address the elephant in the room. Aaron Judge does indeed lead Cal Raleigh in batting average, slugging, and on-base percentage, and that's absolutely something to take into consideration. Ultimately, you just have to weigh what you consider more valuable. Better stats in a couple categories on one side of the plate, or similar stats on one side of the plate, while also having incredible value on the other side of the plate. Unfortunately for Judge, because he played his games as a right fielder and more than a third of his games as a DH, we are essentially only assessing his value based on his offense. Meanwhile, Cal Raleigh has had a historic season on offense, while also ranking among the league's best defensive catchers. To me, when we are discussing which player is more valuable, and we are talking about the award known as the most valuable player, the guy whose value is much more versatile simply ends up being more valuable overall. So that's why, in my opinion, Cal Raleigh is easily the AL MVP for 2025. Comment who you think deserves to win AL MVP this year, and follow for more baseball.